going to show you guys a look at the game, at the interactive menu right here that we're playing through, and then at Sky Sanctuary, both as classic and as modern Sonic. So right here what I'm showing you guys is the playable menu. Now this world menu, I can't show you what's up top, but I can show you kind of the interaction right there with Amy, with the other characters, and then how you progress from level to level, which is what we're seeing right here. So this is the first era. It's the Genesis era. There are 3 eras total. The second era, which we're going to run to right now, is the Dreamcast era. So all you Dreamcast fans will recognize Speed Highway. And then you Sonic Adventure 2 fans will certainly recognize this one, City Escape, which I'm sure you've seen. And then finally, while not technically on the Dreamcast, still in that era, is Seaside Hill. Now, I can't show you what's in the third era just yet, but a lot of you guys, I'm sure, have seen what those levels are. What we're going to do next is check out Sky Sanctuary, a full playthrough, and we'll see how well we do. So here we go. Now, Sonic Generations, as I'm sure many of you guys probably already know, is the ultimate celebration of Sonic's 20th anniversary, which is this year. The game itself is divided into 2 parts, so you've got both classic and modern Sonic, and the 2 parts are supposed to kind of appeal to both types of Sonic gamers out there. You've got some people that really love the old-school platform-based classic Sonic stuff, and that's what classic Sonic is all about. And then there's modern Sonic, which we're going to play first right here, which is sort of the evolution of both Sonic Colors, which was very critically acclaimed and loved, and then also Sonic Unleashed, but only those daytime levels, so the parts that everyone liked there. So here's a quick look at the modern version of Sky Sanctuary. Now, as we're playing through the level, you're going to notice that a lot of the elements from the original level, like these clouds right there you can bounce on, are brought back. And as we go off these ramps right there, we can do tricks. So the tricks that we do will refill that boost meter, and the boost meter you can see in the bottom left. The boost is kind of a double-edged sword. I know some people like to say, oh, it's boost to win, that kind of stuff. It's really not. The boost you have to practice with, or else you'll send yourself flying off a cliff or into spikes or into an enemy you weren't prepared for. So you've got to use it only at the right times. Those rings right there will also let us do more tricks, and you can keep filling that boost meter, as you guys can see, all the way past where the mark would normally be. There are multiple paths to every level, and this is going to hold true to every single level in Sonic Generations, both as classic and as modern. So you can probably play a level at least 3 to 4 times and still find new paths you've not taken yet. So what I'm doing right here is taking an alternate path through that window. And then if we can time this right, that part you have to get behind that enemy and then homing attack him, and you can get up to a high path there. We're going to take the lower path now. And as we do so, you can notice I'm going to use a lot of the boost up, but we can refill it by getting rings and also by defeating enemies. So the part of the ground there that will fall apart is from the original Sky Sanctuary. And then these clouds, if we can bounce on them, will take us up to the high path. That's where we want to be. Now, a lot of the game is based around the speed element that Sonic has always been known for, but a lot of it is also based around platforming. And so while classic Sonic will stay very, very true to the platforming style roots, and the speed is your reward for kind of memorizing the level, for knowing where to go, modern Sonic also has elements and traits of that in all of his levels. And then likewise, though, he's got that boost, which really makes his levels much, much faster whenever you're perfecting them and playing through them. So in this case, if we can go to the right, we'll take a little shortcut here. The rail grinding, which you see right here, was first introduced back in Sonic Adventure 2. It's become a pretty common staple of the series. And then the springs and the red stuff up here are both more original classic Sonic style. So the red spheres there, also from the original Sky Sanctuary, Sonic and Knuckles, for all you Sonic fans that remember it. And then coming up right here, we've got multiple paths we can take. You can go under this pillar, we can climb the pillar. I'm going to go on top, or not, we're going to go below. And then we're going to slide through here, which will take us to the next part of the level. A lot of Sonic Generations compared to Unleashed, the biggest difference, I think, with the bottomless pits that I know a lot of people complained about in Unleashed is that we've put signs here. You've got optional signs that you can see. So if there are going to be cases where we might be coming up on a spot with a bottomless pit, you're going to see a sign that has a picture of Sonic falling. And that is to warn you that coming up, is a bottomless pit. Be ready for it. Sonic games have always had to face the challenge of balancing, how do you make the later levels really more challenging, but also make it so that the deaths aren't cheap. And that was one of the really big issues that the team addressed, I think, with this game, and giving you the option to turn on that sign that lets you know, hey, watch out, you've got a bottomless pit coming up, or another danger like that. So that is the end of Sky Sanctuary as modern. That was an average playthrough for me, I think. We're going to try and do a classic one, and I'll see if we can do a little better for you guys. So the ranking system, you'll see right there, I'm sure you guys have seen this, but if you get a perfect bonus, that means you don't die at all. Then you get bumped up 1 rank at the end. So S rank is the highest we can get.